Thank you. Welcome everyone. Kita hari ini ditemenin sama ini empat orang yang fokus di dunia mungkin mengolah apa yang mestinya bisa diolah kali ya. Mungkin satu-satu, mungkin perkenalkan dulu, mungkin dari itu boleh silakan. Dari yang di sebelah saya. Halo.
Cek, cek satu. Hello everyone, thank you for inviting me to this event. My name is Made Indradanjaya. I'm from Bali food industry. So basically, I helping the farmer who throw it away all their harvesting product during the harvest season. So basically, all the farmer have a like a trust issue about their harvest because too many harvests they just throw it away in harvest season and we try to save them. We try to save the fruit who is they throw it away before. Thank you.
And then maybe next.
Om Swastiastu, hello everyone. Good afternoon. So my name is Ima. I am co-founder and CMO of Magi Farm. We are a social enterprise that is handling food waste using maggots of black soldier fly. Because as we know, we used to think that food waste is normal. Food waste is part of every process in our daily lives. Running a hotel, serving guests, even cooking at home, food waste is part of the process. So yeah, knowing that this food waste also kind of giving problem to our environment. So Magi Farm is here to offering solution using maggots and turn the food waste fastly using black soldier fly, make it compost.
Okay.
So yeah, don't forget to follow our Instagram at magifarm.id for more info. Thank you so much.
Okay, maybe thank you. And then next.
Hi everyone, thank you for attending. My name is Chitra. I'm the head of business development at Novolium. So we provide solution for a responsible, safe, and profitable used cooking oil waste. So we have a machine. If you go from the entrance on the right side, we have our machine, which you can use if you have used cooking oil. We work also with B2B partners like hotels, cafe, restaurants, and collecting their used cooking oil waste.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, maybe Max. Last one.
Hello everyone, I'm Max and I'm a sustainability consultant, but at the same time I run a project called Jiwa Community Garden. So basically we run maybe the only community garden currently in Bali. We're 5 years old and we focus on working with nearby restaurants and hotels to develop their waste management system and also turn their food waste into compost.
Okay, thank you everyone. Now maybe when you do something like this, for sure it's always come from your own concern, right? Could you tell us why maybe you start all this kind of business? Maybe start from Limade.
Made, thank you. I graduated from Bogor Agriculture University, and then I went to Ohio State University to learn some agriculture. Then I moved back to Bali, and then I saw so many problems. Let's say every year, say I see in the news, the farmer always throw all their fruit away, and they just protest. They throw in the street, they throw in the river because the price they don't really like the price, and the government still don't know what to do about it.
So they rather throw it away?
Yeah, they just they just throw it, the tomato, even the dragon fruit, the orange, they just throw it. Like that's happened like every harvest season that's happened, and then that's why I start before I start in lemons. So before the lemon fruit, the local lemon fruit not as good. The skin is not as good the imported one, and then all the hotel, restaurant, cafes in Bali they just use the imported one because it's like yellow, nice and
Looks good.
Yeah, looks good, right? And then the local farmer is difficult to fight in the market because they don't looks good. And then I start to make just pure lemon juice. After that, I just and after that I see other problem, the other fruit I cannot make any juice, and then that's why I start to make a frozen fruit.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw frozen fruit.
But it's all start from lemons.
Yeah, I start from lemons, and then during the mango season, the mango price is really low, and then there is no mango left. The mango's price is super high. That's the problem in Horeca sectors,
Yep.
and then we have a problem also in farmer sectors, and then this is the idea how to connect each problem. We try to solve.
Try
and
to solve a lot of
yeah,
problem at once.
A lot of problem, yeah. And then I start to take during the harvest season. I start to frozen all the fruit, and then I sell it continuously. When the harvest season, I sell it like a cheap price, and then in high season I still sell it at a cheap price. So win-win solution, yeah, because
It's good for everybody.
it's good for everybody. And then that's the main problem now in Bali food industry. Our production is around 60 until 100 tons for a month.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So it's direct from farmer or?
Yeah, we direct from farmer, and we have also farmer community who trying to develop a new variety for avocado, for a mango, for a orange, because as we know in local fruit, our quality of local fruit is not just good enough.
It's
And
very
then-
good.
yeah,
It's
and
just
then-
a lot of mango. A
Yeah.
lot of type of mango.
Especially in avocado,
Yep.
our avocado taste sometimes is bitter, sometimes they just turning black,
Yep.
or they just not look so good. And then me and our farmer communities start to plant the new the best varieties is come from Guatemala and Mexico to here.
Okay.
If you know the Hass avocado,
Yep.
yeah, we start to develop them now. Is a lot of hotel, restaurant, and cafe already know about the quality of the avocados. Yeah, so we start from the farmer, and then we have the industry, and then we trying to help also the hotel, restaurant, and cafe, and yeah, boom,
Yeah.
Bali food industry. Thank you.
Yeah, it's good for everyone, right? So a lot of hotel business, especially, they need a lot of fruits as well, because we have 2 seasons, so they expect avocado is available every
Yeah.
time, right?
Right.
So we got no choice to got supported by Bali food industry. Okay, because I also use their product.
Thank you.
It helps a lot, especially when it comes avocado. We also, because a lot of tourists eat avocado as well, right? Our avocado is not bad. It's just different from Australia, so we make adjustment.
Make adjustment, yeah, correct.
Okay, maybe next the concern when you start the first, especially handling with maggots, right?
For us, we started it from our personal problem, I would say. It starts from our kitchen because I love to, not me, my mom loved to
Okay.
cook.
Start from home.
Yeah, start from home. So my mom loves to cook every day. My dad always loved to eat the things that she cooked, so she always cook. But then there's always food waste come after cooking.
Yep.
Not only from the veggie scraps or the fruit scraps, but it also coming from sometimes taste is different, yeah.
Yeah.
So sometimes my dad loves it, I might not love it,
Yep.
so sometimes it becomes leftover. Or sometimes my mom or me just bought something too much and then we keep it in the fridge
Yep.
for 200 years, we forget about it, and then it becomes rotten.
Yeah.
It becomes
It's for
food-
fungus.
yeah. Becomes food waste as well. So yeah, it's coming from our personal problem, not only in our kitchen, but I guess in your kitchen, because you said
Yeah.
you work.
Imagine if you're home like that. Imagine in the restaurant or in the
Yeah.
hotels. So
Right.
yeah, a lot more than that.
I believe so.
So why maggot?
Oh, why make it? Because as we live in Denpasar is kind of an urban area.
Yep.
Area nearby Denpasar, south part of Bali, mostly urban area as well. Not many places to kind of like making the food waste. Like we used to have tebe, we call it tebe,
Okay.
right? We used to have tebe.
Why is tebe?
Tebe is kind of like a garden, small garden in every
Okay.
houses, but it usually in a village. But in an urban area, we kind of not really have it anymore. Most of them is concrete like this. So we really need a better solution that can match with the the pace of producing food waste, because we
Yep.
produce food waste every day. Then we also doesn't really have much area to do it. So we feel like, okay, why don't we try maggots, because they can do it fast. In one day, the maggots can eat minimum twice of their body weight. So
Okay.
imagine if I am maggots of 50 kg. Last time I checked, I am still 50 kg. It means that in a day I can eat
100.
100 kg of food waste and turn it into compost quietly and on site as well, where
It's
it
a organic waste, right?
Yes,
Okay.
organic. So all of the food waste, even if it's oily, even if it's spicy or
They don't care.
rotten, do it.
Okay.
They're not picky. Unless you pour the soup water,
Soup water.
the soup, the broth.
Okay.
We didn't teach them to swim, so you cannot.
Okay. Okay.
So,
So the
yeah.
problem is not the food. It's just they cannot swim.
They cannot swim. So yeah, we love maggots and
Okay.
we love the food waste as well. Not producing it, but to trade it.
So it start from your own concern at home. Then now how big the garden are for the maggot?
So now we are offering service to households, hotels, restaurant as well in the form of boxes. We call it Magi Kit. Usually one house can fit with one box, but for hotels maybe you can use more than one boxes and
Okay.
you can make it stacking. Now we have around 150 households subscribers.
Oh, okay. So the most are your customer are households.
Household and
Okay.
only 30 is hotels and restaurant, mostly in south area and also
Okay.
Ubud. So yeah,
Already start from what year?
2023.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
it's not bad. Super not bad.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
So actually, Blimade here is our mentor.
Okay.
We learn a lot from him and we discuss a lot and
You cannot
also.
froze the skin, so
Yes.
he need you.
So yeah, for the Magi Kit, we also have free trial. Maybe if you guys
Okay.
wanna try, just hit us up.
Okay.
You can try it.
You can hit Maggie Farm. Okay, maybe next. Please.
Yeah. So for Novolium, I think there are two parallel things. I feel like there is one, which is we have a very still alive problem of environmental waste, especially used cooking oil. We have it a lot. So out of 100%, I feel like actually 90% of the used cooking oil waste that still end up in the environment, still end up in your body,
Yep.
are still coming from households. We're not really too worried about places of businesses because they usually would already have
They already have
some sort of
the-
ecosystem, someone collecting bigger volumes, right? But from households, they yield very little volume every day, every month, but without realizing it, you are actually contributing to a large number of
Okay.
environmental pollution still. And then parallel to that, the demand for sustainable aviation fuel, or what we call bioaftur, are going up, right? In the next 5 years, there is going to be a lot more countries, especially in Europe and in America at the moment, that are going to mandate the use of sustainable aviation fuel in their flights. So Indonesia being the second largest used cooking oil waste producer in Southeast Asia, we see a big opportunity there to
Yep.
then come up with what we call U-Collect solution. So U-Collect solution has three core elements in it. There is the U-Collect box, which you guys can see on the right side of the entrance here. There is the mobile app, whereby people can track their earnings. They use the app to operate the machines. They can dispose the oil themselves, so they get incentivized through the process. And then we have the community engagement team as well, which is pretty key because I feel like in Indonesia, if you don't keep engaging, incentivizing, and reminding the people in the communities, they
They
would
need
tend
like
to die
extra
away.
motivation to do it, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
And I think our target market is obviously, well, we both do B2B and B2C, but for the B2C side, it's more middle to middle lower class.
Okay.
Uh,
But you
family.
focus more on the B2C side rather than B2B.
I feel like we do, we
Both.
touch base on both.
Okay.
Yeah, we still want to obviously provide the solution for the household, which contributes more to the waste of it. But we also work with a lot of hotels, resorts, restaurant, hospitals. Their kitchen
Yeah.
also produces
But
a
it's
lot.
like two different worlds, right?
Exactly.
One is hospital, F&B industry.
B2B.
One is
yeah,
anything to do with
Anything.
airplane.
yeah,
Because we
There
know
you go.
probably everybody knows a lot of excess cooking oil. They use it for biosolar, right?
yeah.
But
Biodiesel.
maybe this is my first time hearing bio
Yeah,
after.
yeah.
I'm
So-
not. I didn't know they're using diesel machine
it.
for airplane.
Yeah.
Maybe you can
It's-
explain a bit
Sure.
why you choose to change into for airplane rather than trucks.
Right. So I feel like there is this thing called the first generation biofuel and then the second generation biofuel.
Okay.
And in my limited knowledge as well, the first generation biofuel is usually what is used as biodiesels. I think that the two, what is different is just the processing and the blending process of it at the biorefinery. I've never personally been, but hopefully one day we'll
Yeah.
see. I think you're not allowed in there. But basically, we focus more on the production of sustainable aviation fuel, which is the second generation of it, just solely for the reason that the demand of it also arises.
Okay.
But biodiesel is the byproduct of used cooking oil waste as well. So there are three main feedstocks usually are used to produce biofuels. Number one is palm oil.
Okay.
Second is animal fat.
Oh.
And then the third is used cooking oil. And right now at the moment we are focusing on used cooking oil just because it's still an environmental
Yeah.
problem here as well, especially for households.
Yeah, it's a very big problem
It is.
because they just throw it.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
it's a small amount. You didn't realize. I mean it's
Yeah.
very small. Why would I'm just gonna throw it down the drain or
Some
just
people
outside
won't
the
realize
house.
until it's clocked.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's clocked. Then
Our
ta-da.
yeah, exactly. And it's very expensive to unclog it, the process of it, which are usually the complaints of our corporate partners.
Okay.
They'll be like, we spend
So
this
it's much
every
better
year.
to just give it to you
Yeah.
guys, then
Yeah.
they get some
Or-
incentive.
Place the boxes in your
Okay.
location of choices where there are a lot more households, a lot more restaurants, easily accessible places.
Okay. Okay, maybe now, last gentleman, why you did study the
Community garden.
composting things?
So when we started Jiwa Community Garden, basically we didn't start it because of waste.
Oh,
We started it because we're kind of like eco-activists.
okay.
So we believe in the importance of having green spaces. So basically when we started Jiwa, we managed to secure half a hectare of land collaborating with the local community.
Okay.
So we have like half hectare in the middle of Canggu.
Oh, in the middle of Canggu.
Yes, and we're
Okay.
growing beetroot, we're growing
Okay.
salad, lettuce, you know.
That's
So-
new.
So the first idea is education.
Okay.
So because like our background is like that, so we understand that okay, like to educate we have to show it, that we cannot just like tell people to change without really showing
Yeah.
how does change looks like. So the first idea was to make, basically we have half a hectare of a badland. So we work with Mason Elephant Park, with Safari Park, get all the poo, we
Okay.
dump everything on the ground and we make compost.
So you
Right.
try to fix the
Yes.
land first.
2 years.
2 years. Okay.
2 years to fix the soil because it was full of chemical and
Okay.
it was also rice field. So it was
Oh, before
not,
it was rice field.
yes.
Okay. What's
So
the biggest wrong that you see when you see whatever they are doing? Maybe
Well-
like the other farmers.
What do you mean do wrong?
You see the problem, right?
Yeah.
Then what's wrong with them when you try to fix?
I think like when you talk about, well, now we have like the time of overdevelopment, right? So
Yep.
like if you have a plot of land in Canggu, would you make a garden or would you sell it for a villa? So
Yeah, whatever makes more money, probably.
yeah, so
okay.
that's why we're trying to show with Jiwa.
Okay.
You know that you can also make money, but not converting to concrete.
Yeah.
But you got to make impact. You got to make all that thing, right? And then along the way, we have a lot because we have a 50 area of composting facility, chicken farm, garden area, cafe, and we do workshop there. We teach people.
Okay.
And then in the end, we have a lot of like restaurant and hotel asking for, can we drop our waste, right? Organic waste. And then in the beginning, we're like, yeah, maybe a little bit, because we're not a composting facility.
Yep.
We are an education facility.
Your purpose is to teach people to make
Yes.
your own compost, right?
Yes, to teach people how to make compost, to teach people all that thing. But in the end, we have to make way because of that demand becomes big, and also
Okay.
there are more and more restaurant and businesses that actually do care,
Okay.
and they don't want to just like throw it to the boom desk that doesn't even do anything about
Okay.
it. So it becomes bigger because of that.
Yeah. Because this is the waste thing is a big problem for us, right? Especially on the past few years, we see we inhale a lot of smoke. Remember once there is like big fire of waste in Sanur. I heard a lot of you guys talking about community, right? Maybe Max, you can start. What you can do for the community to make the community bigger to fix whatever problem that you see nowadays.
Well, I guess I can share something from making a community garden, right? Because we're not making a garden, we're making a community,
Okay.
right? Because everybody can make a garden.
How do you make the community true garden?
Yeah, then we start to understand what is community and who's the community around us, and
Okay.
how do we kind of like balance between the community that needs something and the community that can give something. So for example, we would work with like creative community, and then or different types of musical community, artistic community, but at the same time then we'll give back to the local SD, and then we allocate the money,
Okay.
so we would be serving hotels, for example, they'll go on a tour, or we'll give them like consulting, whatever, and then the money we used it to bring the SD to teach them farming, to
Okay.
teach them all that thing. And from that, I learned that the local community respect that kind of action more than you just giving money.
Yep. For
that
sure.
that you're there and you're involved and you're for real, right?
They really loves to learn as well, right? If you bring
Yes.
like,
Yeah, and it's fun.
yeah, it's
Right.
fun.
Imagine like 70 kids jumping out of the truck and like running
Okay.
around and like it's amazing.
You get both worlds, right? You get fun,
Yeah.
then you learn something.
Yes.
That's why you focus on community. Maybe I think whatever the community works for him, I think should work for you also, right, Bey? Because you do a lot of working with farmers. Maybe both of you guys really got probably a lot of it from farmers, right? Rather than maybe end customers. How do you work with community with farmers, Billy?
Okay, thank you. For me, it's quite difficult about the community because right now, no more young people want to be a farmer. I mean, I have 3,000 friends in Instagram.
Nobody is farmer.
Nobody's farmer. Nobody becoming farmer. So, even if their major is agriculture, they don't want to be a farmer, and then their parents don't want their kids to be a farmer. That's make a big problem. So, our community is how to, if they have, especially for Balinese, the Balinese they already have a land in their village.
Yep.
For example, all the people live in Denpasar, but they have a land or they have a garden in Kintamani or in Karangasem. So here in Denpasar, they have their own business. So they start doing business something I don't know, but they interested in agriculture, and then they come to me, and then hey Madi, I have a land in let's say in Kintamani. What can I do for it? And then that's how I start to tell them how to becoming a farmer. Even they don't even they don't know how to dig a hole, but I have some paperwork. So how to become a farmer, and then the second problem is where they gonna sell all their harvested product,
Okay.
right?
So you try to
Yeah.
compile all their problem.
Yeah.
And try to fix it
Yeah.
by one, from start until the end.
Yeah, that's that's a little bit confusing. So I just tell them to plan what kind varieties, what fruit Bali Food use for our factory. So
Okay.
it's easier for me. You plan you plan this fruit, this variety, and then this is how to take care of it. This is how much money you need to have, like 3 or 4 years before it start to harvest, and then how much money you can get
After
from this price. Sell it to me.
Okay. They don't need to worry about how to sell the fruits.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. That's the main problem in a farmer. They always said where I'm gonna sell this fruit, where I'm gonna sell this vegetable, where I can sell this other harvest product. So that after that the community start to grow, and then the young people start to do a farmer. That's why I mean, even they don't know how to cut the grass, we don't care about it. So we hire the people who do all of that. But the main idea is how to get a young, how to regenerate the young farmer.
How to get the more interest from
More
the
interest for
youngsters.
young generation. The young generation only care about the money.
Yeah.
So we try to tell them, hey, if you be a farmer, you get this much money in 3 or 4 years until 20 years, like Deposito.
Yeah.
You just get it
Because
every
one
every
thing
year,
that I know
right?
from fruits is long-term commitment, right?
Yeah.
It's not like rice field.
You know what?
Like-
For one hectare of avocado, it can make sorry, I start from lemon. So for 1 hectare of lemon, I can make around 20 or 40 million rupiah
40 million rupiah.
a month.
After how long?
1.5 years.
After 1.5 years.
1.5 years. And then if they have 1 hectare, have a 2 or 40 million every month. So every young people is, oh my God, that's big money, man. And then they start to talk with their grandpa. Hey, grandpa,
Do they
do
do
I have
it
a
like arisan? Like they collect a lot of people money, then okay, maybe we can start this business together.
yeah, maybe
Because
in the future, yeah.
they should do it.
Yeah,
right?
maybe in the
Okay.
future, because I still have a problem how to export our product, because still have a lot of HACCP,
Yep.
ISO and some stuff like that. Yeah, the permit. Maybe in couple years.
Yeah, one by one.
I mean,
Okay.
in couple years, I try to start export it the fruit, because now in Southeast Asia, the Vietnam already leading the export it for the frozen fruit.
Okay.
Yeah, Indonesia is 0.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
yeah, we will lead the
We are
first.
still lucky because we got a lot of people,
Yeah, exactly.
so we still can consume by ourselves.
we still have a 270 million people, and then yeah, that's and then the oldest farmer, so they already have a plan. So we try to develop the new product also.
Okay.
Yeah, in next year we start to build freeze dried fruit, who that's really famous in Thailand.
Yeah.
the freeze dried. We have already a lot of durian here. So I think I'm gonna start for oleh-oleh in maybe
Yeah,
in
for
Krishna.
chips, yeah.
Start to oleh-oleh. So I can helping the other local farmer
Okay.
who are already old here. Yeah, that's when the community start. Everybody like, everybody happy about our new variety of avocados
Yep.
because the production is really high, and then the taste is really good,
Yeah,
and
it's more fatty than
Yeah.
watery.
the oil the oil is super
Yeah,
fatty.
it's good.
It's good for
It's
salad,
almost as
right?
good.
Yeah.
But it's the production, maybe it's not. We need it more, right? And
Yeah.
consistent. Because I saw it sometimes it's like this big. Okay, but it's a good start rather than we have to import from
They don't know about
Australia,
the nutrient, and then
Yeah.
the soil, the watering. They don't really know.
You
for
guys
now.
should try the local Hass avocado. It's good. Even though it doesn't look as good, but the taste still good. So you guys can start from it. Okay, maybe Blimade start from the farmer community. But I heard Ima do a lot of works with moms, right? Because hundred of households, right, already start giving up their food waste to Maggie Farm. How do you start to make that community, and then how to like it's become that big? 100 household, 100 moms is not easy. Yeah,
Actually, they're not only moms.
I don't know.
There are so many guys as well who care about this as
Okay,
well. Yeah.
then how you start to make like that much community
Yeah.
of household
Oh.
start already throwing their food waste to you?
Actually, to kind of spreading the awareness about food waste itself at first is kind of more difficult because sometimes we just feel like it's normal, right? Especially back when I was still in elementary school, people used to teach me that, okay, when you eat banana, then the banana peels, just throw it away because it will be gone soon,
Yeah.
right? But then it's not the
not that
the
easy.
reality. It's not that easy. It takes time, guys, and also it takes so many, produce so many methane
Yeah.
gas, and so. And then after that, of course, with all the social media happening right now, we use social media to do that and make our content more fun, more resonates with the clients, with the user as well. So yeah, people starting to, oh yeah, food waste is a problem, right? And then what's your solution? Maggots. Oh no.
Just give it to me. No need to see the maggot.
Yeah, oh no, I don't want to see that. That's the first rejection. The other rejection that we
but
got.
they just need to bring the waste to you, right?
Yeah.
Or you also do like you can make your own maggot.
At first, they have to bring the waste to us. Even
Okay.
we used to running out of waste before. My Blimade used to help us kind of like, okay, let's go to Sun Pride Pabrik and then
Okay.
find their waste, something like that. But now, as time goes by, we feel like the waste needs to be treated in a place where it's produced.
Okay.
So we
it's
bring
not,
the kit.
Yeah, it's not like you just trash everywhere, then you
Yes.
collect it back
Yeah,
again.
no.
So you have to start from the core of the
Yes.
things.
So we bring the maggots to you. We
Okay.
put the maggots in your house. We put the maggots in the hotel. Even in the airport, we have also maggot
okay.
house in the airport. If you want to check, you can ask me as well. So yeah, those maggots live in there eating those. I feel like the food waste is still delicious because sometimes I saw them eating pizza, even though I don't really eat pizza all the time.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of the thing. But then yeah, using the social media, using a framework that is more relatable, we feel like
Okay.
we can influence people to kind of see maggots and food waste as something not bad.
So you try to use the
Maggots not bad.
social media to educate a lot of people about
Yes.
these kind of things.
Yeah.
So you do both ways this time. You give the maggot. You also handle your own maggot, or how it is works
Oh,
now.
good question. Yes. So maggots of black soldier fly has their life cycle. They only eating food waste during the baby phase, baby larva, until they
Okay.
become adult larva. It's around 10 to 14 days
Okay.
eating food waste. So our system is kind of we give the baby, they feed their food waste for 7 days in their place. And then after 7 days, we take back the adult larva because we will turn this adult larva into cocoon, pupa, and
Okay.
black soldier fly, the fly itself, the insect itself, at our facility. Why? Because the black soldier fly is only, oh my God, it's a unique insect. For me, it's a unique insect. Have you guys heard about black soldier fly? Yes. Yes, of course.
Maybe I don't know. Please
Yeah,
explain.
Okay. So this
I only
black
know
soldier-
fly. That's it. Yeah, okay.
So this black soldier fly, they look different, Kak.
Okay.
They look. I don't want to be.
Is it
body
the
shaming
green eye
ya.
one? Is it the green eye one?
No,
the
no,
fat
no.
one?
The black one.
Or the black one?
Not to be body shaming, but they're slimmer and
Okay.
taller.
They're healthier.
Yeah,
Okay.
healthier, I would say. And then the purpose of them being black soldier fly, being a fly, being an
Okay.
insect, is only to find soulmate.
Okay.
Only one time. Faithful,
Ah.
very faithful. No cheating at all.
Okay.
Only mating one time.
Because
so,
you need the baby larva back. Okay. Okay.
So we
So
collect them
we're talking
back.
about different fly. Okay. Okay.
So yeah, we collect them back, make them black soldier fly, let them meeting
Okay.
the soulmate, mating, and then die after that.
So you need the waste
Use the
to
baby.
let the baby.
become adult,
become adult.
and then that's the life cycle going.
And then you say about become compost at the end. Wow.
so
how?
the poop of the larva is the compost.
Okay.
Yes. So they eat.
You
Di
guys
Kota
should
Besar
talk to
Sukses.
each other about this composting
Yes.
thing.
Do you have maggots as well in Jiwa Garden? Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
Used to, okay. Yeah, sometimes to deal with maggots also kind of complicated. So the system that we make, we just want the maggots to eat food waste at your place,
Okay.
and then you don't have a headache to handle the life cycle.
Ah.
Yeah. The other thing that we do, we also work with community, not only mom and dad community,
Okay.
but
What else?
but also, each village in Bali has their waste processing places. We call it TPS 3R, right? And then
Again, I'm from kitchen, so
Okay.
that's new as well. Please explain.
so yeah, there is before TPA there is TPS 3R.
Oh, so before TPA, there is one other place to
Smaller, yeah.
to collect everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Every village has it, and then each village might have a problem with food waste as well.
Okay.
Because our service is kind of a paid-based service.
Mm.
But we also know that some people maybe they care about earth, they care about food waste, but they cannot pay for our service.
Okay.
Where do they go? They go to the community. They go to the waste
Ah.
processing community in the village. And then this was waste processing place in the village. We kind of making a Bible about black soldier fly.
Ah, okay.
Distribute it to them, help them set up the thing. And then once they can handle the food waste produced in the village, they also produce the larva, right? The maggots.
Okay.
And then the maggots we buy back from them.
The educational side is not finished yet, right? You
Yes.
still try to do a lot of things, especially a lot of you guys doing it for the organic part of the waste, right? So
Yes, yes.
it need a lot of help. Oh,
Yes.
maybe the petroleum, Novolium. Do you guys work with community as well, or not yet?
Yeah, a lot actually. It's one of the
Okay.
core. Our community engagement team does solely that. We have quite amazing teams. We have one in Bali, we have one in Jakarta, and in a few cities that we already have the boxes at.
Okay.
So we work a lot with schools. You know, we do school road shows. Basically, we go to schools. We do events there.
To
we
educate?
do educate as well.
About this?
Yeah, exactly about this and how to collect waste and why do we have to do that. We sometimes also bring brand collaborators to do their parts and share their parts of
Okay.
educating. We set up this extracurricular activity at the school called Eco Club, whereby they can continue collecting waste, not just use cooking oil, because they can also collect other types of waste and
Any kind of oil
any
waste.
type of waste. Any waste, sometimes plastics as well, metals, woods, and then they can use the money that they earn from the waste for the facilities of the school, for the events of the school, things like
Okay.
that. And then we work with NGOs. At the app, at the You Collect app, we have a donation button as well. So if people want to donate their money to our NGOs, they can do that. And we also do socialization events like with in Indonesia we have ibu-ibu PKK, RT
Yeah.
RW, kecamatan, kelurahan. Usually we rely on them to be the ones that are collecting from their neighborhoods, right?
They
And
start
then-
from their own neighborhood.
Exactly. And then they can be just like the one PIC for their area only. And it makes it a little bit easier for us to manage and like with them
Okay.
as well. Yeah, and then from the B2B side, we do like corporate social responsibility programs that we can, work together.
They can use your service to
Yeah.
at least
Yeah.
to
We usually offer it like a full package whereby we have events in there as well so that we bring them along as the representative of their social efforts. And we are currently developing this workshop program whereby we work with communities of women and people with disabilities to do used cooking oil workshops whereby they can create soap and candles from them
Okay.
for a smaller scale.
This is a very big problem for us, especially these organic things. Do you guys see like any help from government about this, or what they can do, or maybe other people do? According maybe you, mungkin Blimari want to tell
I'm not
something
sure
about that.
how much we can say.
Yeah, because this is big thing. Of course, we need help, right?
Of course.
So maybe I rephrase my question. Do you guys need help?
Yes.
Especially from other people. Maybe, okay, Bli, tell them what you guys need help for.
Oke, ada
Yeah.
Oke.
Emosinya ditahan dulu dikit, bentar Bli. Minta tolong dulu. Ask for help first.
Okay, especially this is Indonesian government. I will speak to you guys to Indonesia.
Ada orang government di sini? Enggak ada, aman Bli.
Oke.
Tadi dari video aja.
Jadi di Indonesia, ya di Indonesia.
Ini berubah jadi bahasa Indonesia ya biar bisa langsung di forward ke
Benar.
government, oke.
Untuk pemerintah Indonesia yang lihat saya sekarang ngomong di sini. Oke, jadi kesalahan kita yang pertama, jika orang ingin memulai usaha yang di bidang food waste atau pertanian, di pemerintah nggak ada database.
Oh, problemnya malah dari
Karena
database.
begini, Bli. Let's say ada Ima yang akan magot misalkan, Bli yang akan bikin urban garden atau bioaftur segala macam. Kita kan perlu database untuk kita start, untuk mempersingkat waktu kita dalam menjalani bisnis. Itu langsung, misalkan saya mau buat frozen fruit. Tolong dong di Bali pemerintah, di mana sih daerah penghasil mangga?
Oh, biar cepet ngenalinnya,
Ya.
connecting aja.
Ya,
at
jadi
least.
mangganya di mana, problemnya apa dari petani, kita ambil ke sana.
Oke.
Jadi lebih cepat, ini kontaknya ya, dia kesulitan jual mangga kalau panen raya nih ini. Jadi kita nggak kayak orang buta.
You know,
cari-cari.
my expectation is just like, I think government need to split the waste first.
Yeah.
But I think the data thing is much better.
Ya, the first is data. Yang kedua, ketika kita sudah memulai, mereka punya faktor dan resources yang tersedia, tapi mereka tidak mau berikan ke kita. Contoh, sertifikasi halal, ISO,
Oke.
HACCP,
Dipersul-
perizinan
aduh.
BPOM.
Nggak segampang itu.
Oke.
Oke.
Hampir salah ngomong.
Mungkin hampir
Oke.
salah, hampir saya kepleset.
Rumit sekali.
Oke.
Itu rumit sekali dan akan sangat susah ketika dari UMKM akan skill up ke
Oke.
ke perusahaan besar karena kita dah terkepentok perizinan. Kita menanya siapa?
Ini belum ngurusin how they handle the financial aja ya.
Betul.
Ini dari mau kesananya aja udah bingung.
Nah, setelah itu mereka punya sumber daya. Kemarin di dinas juga, kita punya kok cold storage. Kalau mau dipakai kita punya. Cuman syaratnya
Wah, mending bikin sendiri lebih gampang
Ya, mending kita telepon bank itu kan, tolong
Utang
bantu, ya itu lebih gampang. Nah, selain itu, tapi ketika ini berhasil,
Baru datang.
itu yang selalu terjadi gitu loh. Karena ketika ini sudah berhasil, baru wah ini
Rekam
dulu.
nih.
Jadi tolong sekali lagi pemerintah. Siapapun yang membuat bisnis dengan sustainability untuk lingkungan, membantu sesama, community based atau untuk kedepannya make the world getting better,
Dipermudah lah.
dipermudah, support dari perizinannya, paling enggak kita datang ke sana, Pak, saya mau ngurus gini, gimana ya? Jangan jawabnya nggak tahu gitu.
Iya.
Mereka
Kalau enggak
nggak
ngasih
tahu.
pertanyaan yang bikin bolak-balik.
Iya.
Ya.
Kalau dia nggak
Ntar ke
tahu,
sana, nyampe sana disuruh balik lagi.
saya tanya kenapa, kan nggak mungkin saya tanya ke Tuhan
Iya.
juga. Walaupun saya rajin berdoa,
Iya.
tapi
Udah
ya,
nanya itu, udah termasuk nanya itu. Oke.
jadi keluh kesah saya di sana. Sedangkan kita ngurus ekspor itu perlu HACCP. HACCP itu untuk datang aja orangnya ke industri kita itu 25 juta. Itu belum tentu kita tuh lolos atau enggak.
Oh, oke. Buat ngundang datang.
Ngundang untuk
Oke.
itu untuk kayak jadi juri nih. Oke, kamu lolos, kamu enggak. Tapi kita nggak tahu standarnya apa. Mana pas boxnya, berapa curving lantainya.
Ini kayak competition yang nggak jelas hitungannya apa ya?
Ya, jadi
Oke.
kalau mereka kita mau ekspor, ayo ekspor, ayo kembangan pertanian. Ya, kita kayak orang buta aja gini cari-cari sendiri ya kan. Itu sih masalah. Saya tetap di Bandung, tapi bantu yang lain.
Ada yang lain. Belinya kan ini mungkin ngelihat a lot of people want to try this kind of
Ya.
business as well, right?
Karena gini,
Oke.
sorry sekali lagi karena ini lumayan important.
Ya. Saya maafkan, Bli. Lanjut.
Jadi gini, banyak itu UMKM dia buat kopi, dia buat jus botolan, dia buat jamu, dia buat bumbu rujak segala macam. Masalah satu, lifetime produknya pasti kacau.
Iya.
Karena harusnya pemerintah melalui BPOM mereka kasihlah solusi. Ayo gini loh cara bikin pasteurisasi biar produk ente ini awet 3 sampai 6 bulan.
Jadi nggak cuman ngetes doang, tapi edukasi juga.
Ya, karena ketika pasteurisasi itu kan paling simpel ya. Pasteurisasi itu paling gampang, jadi dia buat kemasan botolan, dia buat bisa apapun, tahannya 6 bulan. Gitu loh.
Rebus aja.
Rebus ya, cuman rebusnya kan memang harus kedap udara
Ya.
dan di 70 kita turunin ke 40, kapan diinjek ke
Dingininnya juga
ya,
harus gimana.
steril botol seperti apa. Itu yang UMKM tuh agak kurang paham, jadi mereka jadi jualan 3 hari rusak, mereka akan UMKM tuh kita selalu bikin donat, bikin keripik, bikin minuman siap saji, boba. Ayolah, gimana kita mau fight
Soalnya
untuk
masih banyak waste juga yang bisa diolah jadi duit juga sebenarnya.
karena
kan.
semakin kita sering jualan fresh terus, ketika rusak itu food waste lagi kena
Iya.
semua gitu. Karena mereka nggak bisa memperpanjang lifetime dari produk tersebut gitu. Terus terang saya di dinas aja, di pertanian sendiri aja, saya di lapangan turun mereka tuh nggak tahu kok varietas mana yang benar.
Iya.
Kita di penyuluh PPL juga datang jebret. Ini varietasnya udah tahun 90 tahun 80. Kenapa dibagi
Update
lagi?
informasinya juga agak kurang ya.
Kalau nggak bisa tiru aja datang ke Vietnam, lu tiru. Tolong lagi sekali lagi yang nonton lagi ya pemerintah ya. Tolong bibit yang unggulan jangan pernah dipersulit datang ke Indonesia. Yang penting dicek aja apakah ada residu GMO atau bakteri berbahaya nggak. Kalau nggak datengin aja.
Pokoknya disaringnya urusan mereka, pokoknya ke kitanya banyak aja
Ya.
pilihannya ya.
Alpukat khas itu kita tuh nyolong loh. Alpukat khas tuh nyolong dari sorry saya bilang. Jadi
Mungkin nggak lewat direct langsung
iya,
ya.
kita tuh nggak pakai izin yang resmi, kita nyolong sticknya, kita nyolong dari luar negeri, ada yang dari Amerika ngambil dari New Zealand, dari Australia, kita nyolong sticknya, cabangnya untuk disambung di sini. Untuk buat yang bagus nyolong dari sana. Kenapa nggak datangin aja 3 kontainer langsung perbanyak lebih cepat.
Padahal
gitu loh.
beli nggak apa-apa.
Iya maksudnya mangga yang top, cabai yang top nggak usah lah kita nunggu peneliti kita nih bikin banyak-banyak sampai pusing-pusing juga nggak benar-benar juga aslinya. Tiru yang maju lah, tiru yang maju.
Abis ini
kita,
kayaknya bentar lagi belinya dipanggil sama Kik Andy.
kita import bibitnya yang maju, kita kasih petani jadi bagus. Di
Oke.
sanalah kita bisa buah lokal harus terkenal. Petani kita makmur, harga alpukatnya dari dulu 10.000 kita jual bisa 15.000, 20.000
Iya.
karena quality kita bagus, yield kita tinggi gitu loh.
Ya, especially all the fruits di sini nggak ada yang this time udah
Ya, 1 asam, 2 nggak enak, 3 cepat rusak, 4 warnanya nggak bagus.
they need other help,
Tuh.
right?
Nah itu, saya ngomong ke petani juga karena gini, saya ngomong ke petani, ayo Pak tanam ini ya, Pak. Saya ini sudah 5 kali saya suruh, dulu zaman manggis saya suruh tanam ini. Terus ujung-ujungnya apa, kalau udah panen tuh nggak ada yang beli lagi.
Iya, muter lagi.
Wah, emosi kata saya.
Minum dulu,
Sorry,
minum
sorry.
dulu, Bli. Minum
Ya,
dulu,
itu
Bli.
dari saya,
Oke.
terima kasih.
Oke. Tepuk tangan dulu semuanya. Nah, ini until the government do the job, okay, please maybe you guys have another ideas to raise the maybe so more people know about this problem, this big problem. Meanwhile, we wait until the government help, okay? Maybe
Yeah, good.
if you guys do things that probably help, please let us know.
Well, we try.
Yeah.
we we do have a few government-related collaborations, like with DLHA, KLHA, whereby we have boxes deployed under partnership with them. But I think our bottleneck for all sustainability businesses are pretty much the same. It's once the profit cannot be measured consistently, we are not getting the constant help that we need. And I'm not just talking about used cooking oil waste. I think waste in general is a big problem in Indonesia.
Yep.
I feel like I don't know when
Your
they're gonna
motivation
realize-
cannot be your profit first, right?
Exactly.
And also nobody help you, so
yeah.
why do you help it? Why do you do
Well,
it?
Here's the. I just don't know if they realize that if this continues, we might not have this planet anymore anytime
Yeah.
soon. And I think it just needs to be like an effort that is put in because you know it's necessary, and then the profit comes later, or you create the ecosystem for it, right? So with the machine, with the You Collect box, with our initiatives and our friends' initiatives here as well, we would hope to get some sort of consistent help that make our solutions mandatory to everyone, accessible for everybody. We provide some sort of support to create circular economy in Indonesia. That's what is the point of what we're trying to do here, I
So
would say.
we still in the raise the concern first, right? The
Yeah,
stage
but
is still
I
there.
feel like we're past that.
Already
We-
passed
I mean,
or
we
still?
need to be past that
Ah,
already.
okay.
At this point,
For
it's,
sure.
it's about taking action. I would say.
Okay. Maybe Max, do you have anything to do with the how to raise the concern? Especially you focus on educational side, right? How do you guys?
I mean, if you want to talk about the government,
No, not about government. Just raise the concern. How
well,
do you
to
guys?
to help? I think like education.
Education. How do you normally?
Because most of the time, we learn that people don't do what they need to do just because literally just they don't know.
They still
Yeah.
don't know.
Like for example, like this, right? We have many people coming to Jiwa asking like, "Hey Max, we have a big enterprise, and then how can we make our waste system becomes good, right?" And then I said, "Okay, separate." And then like, how? What do you mean how? You know, like separate aluminium, glass, organic,
Yeah.
and then we don't know how.
Yeah.
So like we know we over assume that they are like, you should be responsible because it's so basic, right?
Yeah.
But it's not. When you talk about corporate,
Especially here.
yeah,
Yeah.
because there's so much people there is involved that you don't even know who is responsible. Like, is it the HR? Is it the marketing? Is it the engineering? Who's responsible? And then everybody's like, not me.
Pointing each other.
No, they say, not me. Yeah. So sometimes we,
My son do that as well, not me. That's it.
exactly, yeah. So I think like sometimes the help we need is more like,
Educational side. Let other people know.
yeah, to educate like the younger ones,
Ah, okay.
right? So the younger ones, for me, to be honest, is the biggest hope.
Okay.
Because once you imagine a generation that grows knowing how to separate,
Yeah.
like in Europe,
Yeah.
you know, people are not smart in separating. They just do it since they're
I think with
little.
kids, you do more education rather than fighting, right?
Also
You just tell them.
tawuran.
Okay. I still got time? Or Q&A after this? Oh, that's it? 2 more minutes or this? Okay. Can we do Q&A? 2 Q&A. Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
Tolong perkenalan diri dulu Bu, baru
Ya.
ntar pertanyaannya.
Ya, nama saya Yudani. Saya dari Ubud. Saya sangat senang kalau ngomongin limbah, ngomongin bagaimana kita memanfaatkan limbah karena saya juga dari komunitas yang mengolah limbah. Pertanyaan saya hanya satu karena saya saya sangat tertarik dengan cooking oil. Kapan box cooking oil akan mulai beroperasi di Ubud? Karena saya punya banyak ide.
I think this is for you, right?
Untuk
Novolium.
ibu-ibu PKK.
Sorry tadi namanya
Yudani.
Yudani. Bu Yudani, terima kasih pertanyaannya. Saya balikin ke informasi tadi. Saat ini kalau ibu udah masuk dari entrance Ubud Food Fest, sebelah kanan itu ada mesinnya, sudah nyala, sudah beroperasi. Saat ini kalau di area Ubud kita baru ada satu, Bu. Tapi hopefully beberapa bulan ke depan tahun ini kita akan tambah beberapa collecting point lagi di Bali dan sekitarnya.
Nah, artinya startnya kira-kira kapan?
Udah start
Sekarang
Bu,
udah
cuman.
bisa disetorkan Bu. Iya.
Artinya yang ini
Iya.
sudah permanen.
Sudah bisa dipakai. Ibu kalau
Oke.
pada minyak goreng bekas di rumah bisa dibawa ke boxnya untuk disetorkan.
Iya, karena saya berpikir untuk ibu-ibu PKK, masing-masing Banjar kan ada ibu-ibu PKK tuh.
Betul.
Jadi setiap mereka datang rapat bulanan atau arisan, jadi kita bisa, kalau kamu punya cooking oil, minyak jelantah, bawa kalian kumpul lebih cepat.
Betul.
Ngurusinnya gitu
Iya.
loh maksud saya.
Dan kita juga punya yang kita sebut field ambassador dan event ambassador. Mereka bisa bantu mengedukasi ibu-ibu PKK juga, Bu. Jadi kalau misalnya mau dihadirkan, boleh dong sosialisasi di sini dengan komunitas saya, dengan komunitas teman-teman, kita bisa mewadahi itu juga gitu. Karena kan mungkin ini inovasi baru,
Iya.
ada pemakaian aplikasi, ada pemakaian mesin, mungkin orang banyak belum semuanya tahu, kita bisa memberitahu caranya seperti apa.
Iya.
Gitu.
Tapi setidaknya pentolan-pentolan ketua PKK-nya
Betul.
pasti bisa.
Boleh Bu, silakan nanti
Iya, iya.
bisa
Oke.
ngobrol sama
Ntar habis ini dia nggak kemana-mana Bu, paranin ya di sini, tungguin di situ tanyain.
Terima
Ya.
kasih.
Oke, thank you.
Terima kasih, Bu.
Kalau yang if you guys have ada
Untuk
lagi?
Made
ada lagi.
Danan,
Oke.
Kayaknya nanti persoalan problem untuk ekspor mungkin ada beberapa orang yang akan bisa bantu nanti teman-teman dari kita ada punya grup Hindu di sana, ada orang-orang yang sangat concern ya.
Kayak beli jangan pulang dulu ya habis ini ya.
Bantuin untuk ekspor atau untuk bagaimana kayak ide tadi mau ekspor buah kering misalnya, karena ada pelakunya itu dan mereka lumayan sangat baik kok, mau artinya
Ternyata
bagaimana
dijawab
diarahkan.
langsung oleh Tuhan dan
Iya.
Bu Yudani hari ini.
Gak usah nunggu dari government dari jawab gitu.
Kalau government jangan dah dulu. Oke,
Thank
terima
you
kasih.
Bu.